Today we're going to be making cheesecake, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some regular graham crackers, about 2 cups worth, and blend them up and put them in that pan. And then we're going to add half a cup of melted butter and 3 tablespoons of sugar. So I want to go ahead and blend them up. Now we have Calvin who's going to add the graham crackers into the cheesecake pan. It's a spring form pan, so you dump them all in there. Then you're going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, 3. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be adding this butter in there. It's about just over half a cup of butter. We're going to use a fork to mush it all together. We want to be careful, so we're going to stop a little bit of that. Slowly add the butter right in the middle. And I'll mix it up so it doesn't, mix it all together. Now this process is going to take a while. An important thing is, as you mix it, you're pressing it together. And we'll stop until it's done. So now you can see that all the graham crackers are damp. And we're just going to use a flat cup and tamp those down. And then we're going to bake this at 350. We're going to bake this at 350 for 10 minutes. So what we have now is we have 3 bricks of cream cheese. And I'm not using fancy cream cheese, it's just regular cream cheese. And we're going to start blending it up. So I want to go ahead and turn it on low. So there's nothing fancy with that part. But now what we're going to add is 1 cup and 2 tablespoons sugar. And inside here is mixed 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So I'm going to turn it on low. I'm just going to slowly add the sugar. So I'm going to have you add the sugar.
On the rest?
Okay, just slowly.
Did it.
All right, so when you're mixing the sugar in, you got to stop it, come in, drop the bowl, and make sure you get all the sides, because you got to have that sugar mixed in before we do the next step. So we're gonna okay. The next thing we need to do is get 4 eggs. If you crack them into a cup, even if you get some shell in there beforehand, you can pull the shell out. But if you crack it straight in, sometimes you get shell in there. See, now we're glad we didn't do that into the thing. Okay, grab another one, it's fine. There we go. There, that's a good crack. Now put it over the thing and pull it apart. There we go, good job. Put that egg in this, there we go. Keep going, you got them all?
Can I do them now?
Only good things. We got a ringer coming in. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna add the eggs one at a time. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is a 1/3 cup of heavy cream. So heavy cream on the cup. Yep, hold it right over top here. A 1/3 cup, dump it in. Now we're gonna do 2/3 cup sour cream. So, got a new sour cream here. Go ahead and take that and make a spoonful. Perfect. When we come up, we're gonna even it off a little bit. There you go, dump that in. Go ahead and do that again. Good.
Sure.
Put that in.
Go.
So this is a key lime cheesecake. So we're gonna take about 4 limes. What we need is half cup of lime juice. So when we cut them, we want to make sure we're watching out for our fingers.
I'm not really doing it.
Just gotta make sure you watch your fingers, right? Okay. That's good.
I'm going to talk to you. Come on.
Sure, bud. So you want to make sure when you press down really hard and then work the edges, because it can be tough. Nice work. Pressing in as you go. All right, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. 1.5. And then we're going to add half a cup of freshly squeezed lime juice. So let's hold it right over top. Okay, go ahead. And then we're going to put that on slow. So one thing we need to do is boil some water, because we're going to put this cheesecake in a water bath when we bake it. So
Water bath?
Yep, getting some water boiling. Next thing you need to do is you need to make the pan waterproof. So what we're going to do is we're going to double wrap it in aluminum foil. And that way when we set it in the water, our cheesecake, into our cool pan, and then this is going to be set into this pan here. And we're going to take that boiling water that we got and just put it in the bottom until it filters through. And then that's going to go in the oven at 325 for an hour. So we're going to take that and put it in the oven for 325 for 1 hour. All right, it's been an hour. We're going to take out the cheesecake. It's in the water bath. You can give it a jiggle. It should shake a little bit. So we're going to set it on the cooling rack, and we're going to leave it out for an hour before we put it in the refrigerator. All right, so now that you have the cheesecake in overnight, when you take it off, be careful, because condensation will have formed. So you'll see that it's got some moisture build up, and it's okay if it does. We're now going to make the topping for it. So we're going to pour a cup of heavy whipping cream. Yep, go ahead. Beautiful. Splash more. And then we're going to raise that bowl and let that go until it starts to get thick. All right, so a couple of things. One, with the cheesecake, if you take a knife, a butter knife, and just run it around the edge of the pan, when you open that pan up later, it won't stick. So what you want to do is just run that all the way around the pan. Then your taste tester is going to try the cheesecake a little bit. We're good? Cool. Next thing is in here. If you watch it, you can see the peaks are starting to form. And so because the peaks are starting to form, we're going to add 2.5 tablespoons in while it's beating. 2.5. Yep. All right, then you take your whipping cream, put it right on top of that cake.
And it's really good at a taste test.
And you just spread it to the edges. One of the nice little touches is take a lime at the end and a microplane grater. And make sure you're rotating it so you're getting that green peel. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna place raspberries or blackberries onto your cheesecake. It does help if you have excellent helpers like Owen and Calvin. And then once all the raspberries or blackberries are put on, then you're gonna put it back in the fridge until you're ready to serve. And of course, the reason you get helpers is because they can help clean up at the end. They're always willing to help. And the final product, a key lime cheesecake.
I hope you enjoy.